to Gaetano against Derek Fields.
This could be an interesting bout. So Fields is a guy who's really stepped up for NC State. Coach Popolizio talked about, you know, not qualifying at 165 pounds last year, and a lot of the work over the summer to find which guy was going to step up and be the guy for NC State. And Fields has had a really nice year for them. And then Gaetano for Duke is a guy that Coach Lanham talked about, has never seen a big move that he doesn't like. A real goer here, so this could be interesting.
Fields from NC State, a redshirt sophomore out of Brunswick, Ohio. Pennsylvania and Ohio over the years. Rhino produced a lot of great wrestlers.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You're going to be battle tested coming from one of those. It's a phrase I've said a lot, but just so much depth in those states. The culture, the youth programs bringing up some of these guys, and they see one another at the national tournament. So you see a lot of these prominent coaches at the PA state tournament, the Ohio State tournament, recruiting.
As we mentioned, Friday night duels, as Sean and Rock will be rocking Virginia Tech at NC State. Reynolds, there will not be a seat open for that one.
Absolutely not. One of the best duels in the entire country every single year. Can't wait.
I'll be on Mat 2 on Sunday, March 10, all day long, and then we'll race home to watch Rock and Sean get it done for the ACC Championships. That's Sunday, March 10th, 7 Eastern. It's a long day, but I'll tell you what, it's an exhilarating day.
Absolutely. There's always, I mean, the ACC, there's always a great team race. There's always a number of upsets. You see people steal bids to the NCAA tournament, and some of the best matchups you can in the country. National champions have wrestled at this meet. So it's always a long day, but a great day and a great spotlight for the ACC.
A little bit of blood on Console. Now they're back. Still zeros here. 165.
They're getting right after it.
This is after Papsy put Duke on the board with 3. NC State with a 19-3 lead.
Fields look for a low shot, and Console gets to his front head. His elbow's trapped there. Nice look off the underhook, and Fields with a nice reshot to a low shot. I'm gonna get a restart.
It's been a couple tough years for Duke. But you got to remember, we're not that far removed from the aforementioned 4 fine silvers and Casper, where Duke was sending 5 people to the NCAAs. More points here for
a nice takedown by Fields. He gets right to his ride to his wrist, but yeah, I mean, for a Duke program, there's a run of 6 straight years with an All-American, which is really tough to do at this Division I level. We're not far removed from that, but they've got to build more of that new culture and find who that next guy up is going to be to set the tone for them looking forward. And that's something these NC State guys talked about, having to be ready for this match, knowing that Duke comes to compete. They've beaten them before, especially for these young guys stepping in.
That's exactly how Coach Pop said it.
Console doing a nice job squaring up there off that underhook. Got about a minute left in this period.
Won the score. Fields on top.
It seems like Fields is doing a nice job dictating the space where this match is being wrestled. Not really letting Console get into his ties, get into his attacks, keeping him off balance.
Final 10 seconds of the first. Fields with the 3-1 lead. And they're going to count it down. And as they do, Dylan, I mentioned it already, but tell me what it means to have this award named after you, the Dylan Ryan Rhino 11th Man Award for Duke.
It's really special. It was a special moment, and talked about it before. One of my teammates, Evan Botwin, kind of secretly approached the coaching staff to pitch this award. There was a team saying about being the total student athlete and taking that to heart, and try to be a guy who stepped up into different weight classes, did anything for the guys in the team, and part of being a teammate. And it meant everything to be highlighted for trying to be a great teammate and being in the locker room and supporting the program in any way that somebody could. And I think it's a great way that they've continued to try to highlight some of those guys who aren't always out there on the mat starting, but are important behind the scenes, because really, though wrestling is an individual sport at its core, it really is about everybody on the team that helps build these guys into champions.
Well done, Doc. Great breakdown. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
A tight match here.
Yeah.
This is really slow. They're wrestling a lot from the open, meaning they're not in ties. Console trying to get to that lefty collar tie. Nice attack by Fields, who times Console running in. And they're off the mat. Like a wrestler's crutch there, finding the wood, which Console does.
So Pops was talking to the ref there. I don't think he liked how fast Console was trying to get out of bounds.
And it's a great catch by Pop, which is what we're hinting at. So a lot of times wrestlers, we know the edge of the mat, and you'll see some guys look towards the wood on the floor and touch their foot or touch their hand. And once that happens, the referee will call the sequence dead. But if you purposefully do that, it is a stall, and we've seen that a lot this year. And I think Pop was looking for that, which I think it was a good thing that he noticed there, because it gave Console a restart, but he wasn't hit with that stall call. It's really where Fields has tried to score in this match, off of Console's pressure to get into that reshot, kind of lowering his level into a double.
Console's very much in this. We're through 2 periods. We got a tight one here. 3-2. Console only 1 point behind.
Yeah, he's kept the pressure high. He's elevated his pace that period. Fields is going to take bottom. Yeah, tight match, 1 takedown match. One sequence can change this match entirely. Console's going to go optional start here. He lets him go. We're in a 1 takedown match.
Shot coming from Fields.
Really find an angle. Console squares up on it, gets back to his front head. Keeps getting this elbow caught deep. We're back to open. And Fields finds a shot, head outside. He cuts across to a double. And he scores it for the 3.
That's huge.
Quick stalemate, absolutely. And he's been countering that forward pressure of Console. Finally finds the head outside shot and cuts to a nice clean finish. That provides a lot of breathing room. And if you're Coach Pop, you've got to be pretty happy with that performance, to stay attacking, not be a guy who's backing up, have to worry about the official calling a stall. And Console with a Granby, and he gets a standing reversal and immediately cuts Fields. Still very much in this match with a 3-point takedown.
Minute remaining.
Fields thinks he's found something with that little shimmy step outside single there. Fields keeping that far wrist. under 30, Consol's going to need something big. And he jacks up an underhook, and he's looking for it.
Fields is 13-2 on the season.
Yeah, he was a guy who was around 5, and he drops into that shot again off the forward pressure. He's going to score it. 2 takedowns in a period where we're coming into the period thinking 1-point match, and Fields really sealed the deal. But he was a guy who was 500 last year, and he's now 14-2, setting a high standard for the Wolfpack.
And he'll give the Wolfpack more points. Perhaps he's still the only member of the Duke team to get points. And ironically, I guess the best word to use, he's a guy who spent 4 years at NC State.
Yeah, everybody who's put on